Hey, it's me, Uncle Ricky. Look, this is, of course, another episode of Uncle Ricky's House, but this one is a little different. It's going to be one of my compilations. But before we get started, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in here is to be considered the truth. It's just me fucking around. So none of you crazy people try to report me and get me canceled. Once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. It's not the news. It's just fun. Stand by.
Have you here tonight. I'm Whitney Ward. We are continuing to track that Chinese balloon that was first spotted over Montana yesterday afternoon. It's still unclear what that balloon's true purpose is, with China and the Pentagon releasing conflicting statements.
Right now, the patterns between the two countries had been undermined.
The presence of this surveillance balloon in U.S. airspace is a clear violation of U.S. sovereignty and international law, that it's an irresponsible act, and that the PRC's decision to take this action on the eve of my planned visit is detrimental to the substantive discussions that we were prepared to have.
If Xi thinks we are going to take this laying down, well, he can just go kick rocks and suck a whole bag of boiled dicks.
Where are you in this? And I'm curious, in the briefings you've stated, how provocative do you think this was of an action by the Chinese government? How intentional?
Chuck, I think that I want to make sure that we know. Unfortunately, the House Foreign Affairs Committee has not organized yet, and so therefore some of the classified meetings that I would be calling for immediately or would like to attend immediately, or even the current chair, we can't call until Tuesday or Wednesday when we officially are organizing. But we are in conversation with the administration. I want to make sure that I get the classified hearing so I know all the facts. What I do know is what they've told us, that there's no imminent danger from this this balloon, that is danger taking it down just because of damage that could hit the ground. But we've got some, it's concerning.
A slow-moving Chinese surveillance balloon floating over the continental the U.S. is understandably disturbing.
Joe Biden said,
Mr. President, remember one foot in front of the other.
the Republicans said.
At 11:21 a.m., Donald Trump Jr. tweeted, "If Joe Biden and his administration are too weak to do the obvious and shoot down an enemy surveillance balloon, perhaps we just let the good people of Montana do their thing." An hour after that tweet, the balloon was sighted over northwest Missouri, which is very far from Montana. So Don Jr. was effectively telling his followers in Montana to shoot their guns in the air at a target that was not actually there, to just shoot at whatever they thought was the balloon, at an object 60,000 feet in the air that they couldn't have hit even if it was above them. Tonight, Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene echoed the same civilian call to arms, saying, quote, "It would be great if an average Joe shot it down, because China Joe won't."
The real war fighters said,
Both parties needed to avoid any misjudgments. US defense officials say the first balloon is still hovering somewhere over the United States, and they're keeping their options open.
I can tell you that the balloon continues to move eastward and is currently over the center of the continental United States. Again, we currently assess that the balloon does not present a military or physical threat to people on the ground at this time.
Officials say the immediate objective is to get this balloon out of US airspace. Peter Bowes, BBC News.
The Chinese said,
saying that it's all innocent. On Friday, a spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry said this is a civilian airship used for research, mainly meteorological purposes, affected by the westerlies and with limited self-steering capability. The airship deviated far from its planned course. The Chinese side
Joe finally said,
when I was briefed on the balloon, I ordered the Pentagon to shoot it down on Wednesday as soon as possible. They decided without doing damage to anyone on the ground. I want to compliment our aviators who did it, and we'll have more to report on this a little later.
Breaking news: we have just learned that the successful mission to shoot down the spy/weather balloon was led by none other than our next statue in the park, freshman congressman from New York, George Santos.
Hello, I am George Santos. At President Biden's request, I flew an F-22 and shot down the Chinese spy balloon. I was a pilot in the Brazilian Air Force. It was a blast. I just wanted to have fun.